À tous de DDO, attention pour le décompte final. 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, top. Allumage Vulcain. Allumage EAP, décollage. Les paramètres bord sont nominaux.
So at 17, what is it, 17:15, 18:15, and right on time, well, with a 5-minute delay, Ariane 5 began her mission, lifting off
La propulsion est nominale.
in French Guiana with a lot of fire. Nice shot of the birds on the port side as she took off. I don't know if you could see that. The DDO is saying that everything is going smoothly on board as Ariane begins her mission, the 7th for Arianespace.
Tous les paramètres à bord sont normaux.
2 new satellites for new services for new customers around the globe. The 2 boosters are providing 90% of our thrust right now, propelling the launcher along her trajectory at an ever higher velocity. 774 tons is her mass at liftoff. She's burning 5 tons of fuel per second, 2.5 tons in each booster, plus the core stage in the middle is burning another 300 kilos of fuel every second. And Ariane 5 now following the program in her onboard computer, which is located on the upper stage. This gives all the orders, including stage separations, which we will
La propulsion est nominale, la trajectoire est nominale, tous les paramètres à bord sont normaux.
Propulsion and trajectory normal, says the DDO. We're in the first of 4 flight phases. We'll describe each in turn and in detail so you can follow Ariane as she heads east across the Atlantic. Right now, the first flight phase. The single first stage engine and the 2 boosters are burning. The boosters will each consume 240 tons in just over 2 minutes, another 20 seconds roughly for them to burn. They'll be the first to be extinguished. You'll hear that also,
Tous les paramètres à bord sont normaux.
We're 15 kilometers from the pad here in Jupiter, and the sound is just
Séparation des
coming
deux
over.
EAP.
All right, those are the separation of the 2 boosters. You saw that. The DDO confirmed it. This is what it looks like up there. There is one on the left-hand side of the vehicle, outside of out of the camera range. Before the boosters are empty, their push diminishes, and the onboard computer, the same one, senses this drop in acceleration and separates them. And they fall 500 kilometers from shore into a protected area. French Guiana was in part, remember, chosen as a base for its opening on the ocean, launches posing no threat to local population. Take a look at the bottom of your screen. On the left, altitude, on the right, our speed. We're over 100 kilometers, and we're past 2 kilometers per second. We're getting close to the separation of the fairing, which will be next up. And there we are, right on time.
Séparation de la coiffe.
Kilometers. Revealing the silver box on the top is Helisat Inmarsat. Separation is given by 2 pyrotechnic cords, and there's one half you can see, the other half on the right side out of camera range. These cords actually remove the fairing by a contained explosion, very small explosion, that pushes the 2 parts of the fairing apart. We can separate the fairing now. Why? Because we're out of the dense layers of the atmosphere, and neither friction nor heating, which could disturb the passengers. Also, we can get rid of any dead weight.
Est nominale.
The fairing weighs almost 2.5 tons, so we don't need it anymore. We let it go. Ariane 5, of course, the heavy lift launch vehicle. The other 2 members of the family, Soyuz, lifting middle-sized payloads, 2 and 3 tons. And Vega, the light lift vehicle for
La
missions of
trajectoire
1
est
ton.
nominale.
Our next film gives you a closer look at one of our upper passenger operators, Helisat 3.
Welcome to the Helasat world, your gateway to satellite services right in the heart of Europe.
And liftoff of the Lockheed Martin Atlas V rocket carrying the first satellite for the countries of Greece and Cyprus.
HelasSat is a premium satellite communications solutions provider founded in 2001 and acquired by Arabsat in 2013. Its powerful orbital position at 39 degrees east makes HelasSat organization an established brand name in a highly competitive satellite environment. With ground facilities located in Greece and Cyprus, HelasSat provides end-to-end, reliable and supreme quality satellite services in Europe, South Africa and the Middle East.
A high-skilled team of satellite network engineers in Greece and Cyprus provide our customers with fully reliable services that meet their communication needs when and wherever is required.
HelasSat serves leading DTH operators by delivering content to more than 3 million households while providing cost-effective solutions to enterprises and governments that want to expand connectivity to every location of their network in the coverage areas.
Our focus is to provide solutions to our customers through our satellites in Europe, Middle East and South Africa.
As of June 2017, the new geostationary satellite HelasSat-3 will offer service continuity and expansion over 39 degrees east until the end of the year 2034.
HelasSat-3 Inmarsat-S is a joint venture between Helasat and Inmarsat. The Helasat payload will operate 47 Ku transponders and 9 K channels covering Europe, Middle East and South Africa. The Helasat-3 Inmarsat-S satellite is based on the Spacebus 4000 C4 platform and is one of the largest satellites manufactured by Thales Alenia Space.
The launch and operation of HelasSat-3, to be followed by HelasSat-4 in 2018, are proof that HelasSat is becoming year by year a more powerful and competitive satellite organization, providing further flexible, scalable, and efficient HelasSat services to an even greater market across 3 continents.
Greece and Cyprus, from the ancient times, were the crossroads of civilizations and the crossroads of trade between Middle East, Africa, and Europe. Our ambition is HelasSat to play this role, to be the window of Middle East and Africa to Europe.
At HelasSat, we believe that leveraging our deep expertise to provide fast, reliable, and cost-effective solutions to our customers is at the core of everything we do. HelasSat, growing connections, brighter horizons.
The film mentioned Helasat-4 to be launched next year. That new satellite will be launched also by Arianespace. We should have a launch replay coming up for you. There we are. That's the first one. We may have several shots of the launch vehicle in replay. You can relive those moments as Ariane 5 took off from the pad close to 8 minutes ago. We have cameras at several of the half-dozen observation sites that are stationed at the base, and they furnish us with shots from different angles. Here's the second one. We should have more. I think we're going to have a third one. The closest observation site is called Toucan, like the bird, and many of our VIPs are out there tonight, and that's closest to the base, about 4 kilometers. Wonderful view. We're in the second powered flight phase. The single engine core stage is burning now. While you were watching the film, we were also picked up by our first downrange tracking station in Natal over the border in our neighbor Brazil. A fast mission tonight. Helasat Inmarsat will be on station in just 10 days. Michele Franchi of Inmarsat this morning told us that last month they launched from Florida, and the satellite won't be on station until early August because of the mission's different, involving electrical orbit raising and such things, but not today. They're going to be right there in a week and just a few days.
Extinction de l'EPC sur commande de guidage.
There you saw the extinction of the
séparation de
lower
l'EPC.
stage and the separation, and watch the nozzle on the upper stage. There it is, turning right on. These 3 commands, extinction and separation of the lower
Allumage de
stage, and
l'OSC.
ignition of the upper stage, given by the onboard computer in about 13 seconds. And our onboard camera giving a shot of the lower stage falling back into the Atlantic off the Gulf of Guinea. We are now in the third powered flight phase, the single upper stage engine that'll burn until plus 25 minutes, or 16 minutes roughly. The job of the upper stage is to take the satellites to their injection point, position them for separation, and then release them. That's its propulsion role, but it has a second role that comes during its ballistics phase, and we'll get back to that in a while. Ariane's mission proceeding on schedule. We're coming up on extinction of the upper stage. And you'll see
Extinction de l'ESCA.
There we go. DDO has confirmed extinction of the upper stage right on time. We are coming up on confirmation from the DDO on separation of our upper passenger, due in just about 10 seconds.
Début de mise en spin au profit d'HS3IS.
Moment of high concentration here. The teams have gone through these procedures before, but it does call for tremendous focus. All eyes are on their computer screen.
Séparation ELASAT 3, Inmarsat-S, EAN.
And there you are. The first good news of the evening, successful separation of our first passenger, and you can see her leaving the mothership. Helasat 3 and Inmarsat-S EAN right on time, separated off of the coast of Africa. You may notice that the people here in Jupiter are politely holding their applause because the mission is not over. We still have to separate our final passenger, GSAT 17. But the handshakes have occurred, and there'll be more of those at the end of the mission. The mood here in Jupiter, I would say, very focused.
Séparation GSAT 17.
So, the final good news. And you heard the applause from the people here in Jupiter as Ariane 5 has delivered her second passenger, GSAT 17, out over the Indian Ocean. And you saw the separation different from the first passenger, GSAT 17, separated via a 3-axis stabilized mode. So, from the tense minutes just moments ago, you can see the change here in Jupiter. Handshake smiles very buoyant all across the Space Center. And equally at all the points and posts where people are following the launcher and the satellite. Work is just beginning, or soon will be, at the different ground stations for both Helasat, Inmarsat, and for GSAT, and at other sites around the world.